Hi, I'm Caty Tedman, and I'll be talking to you about bringing the benefits of blockchain technology to your fan bases. I lead brand partnerships and marketing at Dapper Labs. But before that, I was very much a part of your world, living and breathing sports. I still get to do that now, but in a little bit of a different way. So, Dapper Labs is a blockchain studio. Our vision is a world of open access and infinite possibility. Practically, we see that as delighting billions of people with the benefits of blockchain technology. If I was in the room with you, I would probably ask to see a show of hands of who had heard about blockchain or crypto technology before. And I would expect to see a lot of hands raised, maybe all. And then I would ask who's interested in blockchain technology. And I'd still expect to see a good number of people raise their hands. But then I would ask who understands blockchain technology, and I would expect to see something of a significant drop off. So hopefully I can help demystify that a little bit today. So, what do you think of when you think of blockchain technology? Maybe this is it. A lot of people think about this when they hear the word blockchain or crypto. I think most of the planet at this point has heard the term Bitcoin before. But maybe you also think of something like Ethereum, which helped take a huge step forward in expanding what could practically be done using blockchain technology and is still really the backbone of the decentralized finance world. This is what we think about when we hear the words blockchain or crypto. This is a crypto kitty. But this is what we hope that people, especially in the sports industry, will think about when they hear crypto in the near future. And I'll come back around to that later. Blockchain fundamentally is a technology that allows for the transfer of value. If you think about what the internet does, it transfers information, but information can be faked or can be reproduced. I can send you an email that says, Katie paid Mike 25 bucks. But does that really mean that I did it? Blockchain is like a public ledger or like a public notebook that verifies that information is true and everyone can see it. So if a transaction says $25 went from Katie to Mike, you can publicly see it leave my wallet and enter Mike's. This new way to transfer value unlocks new value propositions for customers, especially in the world of entertainment. Let's look at ownership today. Companies retain all of the power, and consumers pay for things they don't really own. Blockchain unlocks the ability for fans to truly own their stuff. This doesn't mean brands make less money. It means digital things take on a different kind of importance. One way that I think of that is coming from the league side. Could this allow for a greater relationship between consumers and the Shield? So the Shield is typically not the first thing that consumers say when they talk about their relationship with sports. They have favorite teams and favorite players. But could the Shield play a more important role in their lives if it was providing a different kind of value? And so that kind of food for thought is really where I started getting interested in this space. Next, let's look at fairness. So rules can be opaque or completely unknown. Games can go away and users can lose all of their stored value. If you think about something like a loyalty program, someone may spend months or even years building up points within a program that one day changes or goes away. And that kind of is a fundamental example of a lack of fairness. Blockchain unlocks publicly embedded rules. This is the core of the smart contract, which you may have heard that term before. Basically, it's a governing set of rules, and when everyone knows the rules, fairness can be verified. Without blockchain, we live in a world where the closing of an API can destroy an experience. Anyone who's worked in the social media space has seen the progressive closing of APIs. Developers take on extreme platform risk and are sometimes stung by it. I think many times we've seen some of our favorite small analytics platforms have to shutter because of the way an API has changed or an API being closed off for free usage. In a blockchain secured world, again, fairness is public and verifiable. Not only that, but almost anybody can participate in a network. So developers can build tools for each other to use. Node operators, which you may have heard called miners, can run transactions instead of large centralized services. Participation can be greater and can be more valuable. And if you think about that as the changing of a relationship where a fan can actually participate in the ecosystem with a brand, it gets kind of really interesting. And lastly, the thing that I care most about, blockchain enables true peer-to-peer networks. The organization of communities and the distribution of value from fan to fan is a really fun concept. And again, it doesn't limit organizational revenue. It opens up new and exciting possibilities for deeper organic fan engagement. I love this concept of brands creating a new kind of value for their fans and the direct value exchange of engagement for whether it's a token or whether it's something that's financially oriented. Just that transfer of value, I think, will change the relationship between fans and their brands dramatically. For all those things to be true, though, the platform they're built on has to be stable. It has to be able to grow as the user base grows, and it has to be truly interconnected. So we've built a platform like that. Flow is fast, secure, and developer friendly. We weren't able to find a blockchain platform that did the things we needed to do, that would scale to the size of our ambitions and our partners. So we built it. In just a few weeks, it'll be available to any developer to build on. But in the last week or so, we also launched a playground where any dev team can come in and check it out. We built this because we needed it, but we know we won't be the only ones to build great products. And so we're creating it as something that other people can use. I know from experience that many sports organizations of all sizes have engineering or development teams internally. So this is something that your team might be interested in starting to noodle on. And we think that sports will help lead the way into this new world of blockchain technology with truly verified and truly owned assets. The depth of fandom of sports fans is unparalleled. They're tech savvy, they're willing to try new things. So we really think that sports is going to be the Trojan horse for people to adopt blockchain, maybe sometimes without even knowing it. Our first stop, of course, is with NBA fans. The NBA and the NBPA have been amazing partners. They are extremely forward-thinking in their approach to new technology and fan engagement. So Top Shot is sure to be something to keep an eye out for, both for fans and for the industry alike. As an NBA fan, I can say that I am super stoked to own a piece of NBA history. And understanding how this product works literally changed the way that I watch live sports. So super excited to show it to you guys as well as it launches. In addition, the UFC has recently come on board to bring a blockchain experience to their fans with us. This was announced recently, but we'll share more information soon. You can imagine how a UFC experience would be completely different from an NBA Top Shot experience. One of the things that is super important to us is to make our products endemic to the sport itself. So UFC has also been a phenomenal partner in uncovering what will be fun to their fans so that there can be a variety of experiences for fans of all types when they come into this ecosystem. But like I mentioned, we're not the only ones building in this space. We've been excited to see other projects coming to life. Platforms like SoRare are working with clubs like Juventus on blockchain-based fantasy games. F1 and Animoca's Delta Time project is live right now, so you can go and check that out. And NBA teams like the Kings have partnered with Crypto Kaiju and Consensus to connect physical and digital worlds using blockchain. So a whole bunch of different ways to kind of consider how to activate in the space. A simple way to think about it is that digital goods are now like physical goods. So true ownership, verifiable scarcity, or said in another way, limited quantities, and durability make a digital token much more like the jersey hanging in your closet or the signed ball sitting on your shelf than they are like something like a picture that's been posted on Instagram. And there are a lot of different ways for you to get involved today. Do you have great video assets? Do you have a rich tradition in physical locations? What do people love in your merch and memorabilia licensing programs? Start there. Think about what you have that you could offer in a different way. Um, Reach out to companies like ours and some of the other ones that I had mentioned before. We're always open to chat. The crypto community is so open to helping and educating. If you don't already use Discord, I recommend signing up. It's where the crypto community lives. Um, and think about what would bring you value. How could true digital ownership and scarcity impact something that you love? You might work in sports, but maybe it's not sports. Maybe it's music. Maybe it's another kind of entertainment. You're pretty much the best focus group of one that you know. So start with yourself and then see how that could apply to the brand that you work for. And as I mentioned, the Flow Playground is live now. We've gotten a ton of feedback that Cadence, the programming language to code on Flow, is super easy to learn. So your devs might be willing to try it, and it might be something that you actually decide to bring in-house today. And that was probably a lot to absorb. So I'm going to now say thank you for joining. I'll be at our virtual trade show booth all day. So if anyone wants to chat, come on by there, or feel free to drop me an email and we can find a time to talk that way. I'm happy to answer questions about blockchain in general, about our projects, about your ideas. I'm super excited about sports leading the way in this space, and so happy to talk to anyone who is interested in checking it out. And thanks again.